Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the 20th episode.
Lucky number 20.
Lucky number 20.
20.
And we have Ashlyn back with us again.
Hello.
Are you ever gonna go home? No, I'm just kidding.
Nope.
All right, everybody listening. We have 3 days till Christmas. 3.
Dang, girl.
I know.
What'd you get me?
Can't tell you.
Joke's on you. I got nothing.
But 2 days till Christmas Eve, 3 days till Christmas. Wow.
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 Wowza.
Crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Bizarre even. Wow. Fantastic. Terrific. Cool even.
Oh my god.
Call me Snagglepuss. Wow. Anyways.
Alrighty then. After that intro, I don't know why you wouldn't still be watching.
Well, today we are talking about awful jobs.
Sad day indeed.
Scott, we have my carbonated beverage.
Copyright. No, I was kidding.
But yeah, we're talking about awful jobs today. What we think awful jobs would be. Scott?
Cleaning out a bone barrel. If y'all don't know what a bone barrel is, it's a barrel that has rotten meat in it.
Ew.
That you have to keep. Like, say, at like a grocery store or a butcher shop or anything like that, anything you don't sell within a certain amount of time has to be put in a bone barrel. And it's pretty rank. Like, we have rotten fat in there and then rotten meat, and then a guy comes and picks it up, and it's literally their job to drive around a truck that's like the size of a dump truck, and it just has rotten meat in it. That's their job.
That's disgusting.
It's an awful job. Name of the episode, guide.
What about you, honey?
I actually know another one. It was on Dirty Jobs. You know that guy, like there's a guy that has to clean out burnt sugar. Like when sugar's made,
Oh, yeah.
if it burns, there's a guy that has to clean that shit. That'd be awful. Yeah. Awful jobs.
Hence the title, awful. Seriously, this ain't that hard. Like working in a dildo factory. Like anything.
Hey, that depends. What if you're into that sort of thing? It's like
Actually, you know what I was thinking of? You know that fart spray? Fart spray.
do they have to make
yeah.
that?
Like they still make that. Like how? Like that? I bet that'd be awful. Because even just like one little spray has like gotten people like you know.
It's some nasty ass shit.
Like how would you? I mean, do they actually make it from shit?
No, I mean
No. It's just a bunch of odors. They just mix them together.
But
I mean, they just throw shit in a can. It's like fucking spray it, dude.
like that'd be awful.
That they wouldn't be allowed to sell that. I mean, that would just be, they wouldn't.
Unsanitary in all sorts of ways.
Yeah, they would.
Oh,
Yeah.
the guys that have to, like, you know, when you work on a farm and they have to clean out like the horse pens and shit like that. I bet that's awful. I mean, I know it's what you like doing, but I don't think they like that part of their job.
No,
Right.
no. The hours are awful, and you know.
Be president of the United States. Doesn't matter what you do, you get just blamed for everything.
That is true. That is an awful job to be president. Because you do get blamed for
It
everything.
doesn't even matter if it was you or not.
Like, you just get up out of bed, like, I think I'm just going to chill out today. I don't have any, business to
All
take
over the
care
news,
of.
president just chills.
Yeah, it's
He's
like,
not doing anything for our country.
President just chills, does nothing for us. It's like, what are you talking about? I'm taking a day off. Is that not possible? Jeez.
Nope, apparently not.
Can I not just eat breakfast? At least. Let me eat breakfast, maybe take lunch, and then I'll get back to it. How about that?
Or I bet being the owner of a strip club, like just think about it. So if you're the owner of a strip club, right? Of course you don't let the guys touch the girls, right? So like you have to put up with all that. You have to put up with dickheads. You got to put up with drunks. It's like going in a bar.
Yeah.
You got to put up with a bunch of assholes. I bet it's awful. Hey, big guy.
Fixed your mic for you.
Thank you, good sir.
You're welcome. Yeah, it's gotta be awful. If you're a strip club owner, you're pretty much just a pimp.
I mean, pretty much. I bet that's awful too. Just being a pimp.
Being a pimp.
Gotta make sure you get that money. Don't let them cheat you out.
What's my $2?
Actually, pretty much just working in general sucks. So,
Yeah.
Wow, you sound like a millennial.
I mean, I have a full-time job. And
Yeah, I know. That's the joke behind it. You are a millennial, yet you have a full-time job. Convenient.
yeah, but I know another job that it's good money, but it's some hard-ass work, and that's putting in, like, heating and air and shit.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I did. I helped out my girlfriend's stepdad in high school
Yeah, I
doing
remember that.
It was rough.
Hood cleaners. You know, like the air hoods in restaurants and stuff that suck It's like literally like
Fire X and shit. Like Fire X, they clean out all that. Oh,
well,
God.
no, it's like the hoods that suck out the smoke from the restaurants, but like that smoke has grease in it, and it goes up in there and they have to clean out all that like gunk.
I mean, not even just that, just like a fireplace, like a chimney sweep.
Yeah.
I bet that'd suck
Well,
too.
that's not that. I mean that's awful because it's nothing but like charcoal and dust and ash.
If you have allergies, you can't do it. Like,
Yeah,
you'd be
but
fucked.
that's still not as bad as hood cleaners. Because
Cleaning out grease traps.
Yeah, grease
in
traps.
restaurants and shit is nasty.
Grease traps.
We have grease
and-
traps in where I work. Oh, it's awful. And how we have to clean it
do
out.
you
is
ever
to
have people come and like get the oil from you to like for?
What we do is our bakery, the cooking oil and stuff, they put it in a pot and they pour it into a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's outside. It's kind of like its own dispenser.
Right.
And I don't know who comes and picks that up.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it stinks, but...
Yeah.
And like how we have to clean out our grease trap, we have to put on this long glove and get a tray and put our hand in there and clean it out and put it in the trash can.
Yeah, and just scoop it out.
It's nasty. It smells awful.
I imagine
bad.
just cleaning public restrooms just sucks. I mean,
Using the bathroom in public restrooms.
well, I mean, yeah, that too.
I mean, but once you have the experience that I had in a public restroom one time, no public restroom is ever worse.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
That was awful.
Yeah, we will not be talking about that on the podcast.
I'll tell you after the podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good God.
I mean, it was. But then again, I have a funny thing is, I was in a stall one time, and a guy was sitting next to me, and I sat next to him, and I said, "Player 2 has entered the game," and he goes, "Let's do this shit." I was like, "You are the man, sir. You are the man."
Player 2 has entered the game.
Oh my god.
A new player has entered the arena.
Wow.
That happened once. That was in New York.
Change that to seconds. I keep forgetting to do that every time.
Oh, it says 240. Wow.
There we go. 8 minutes. Cool.
And I don't know what else would be some awful jobs.
Come on, you gotta have something. Nothing? Okay.
Well, I mean, I would imagine anything involving, like any product involving with sex, I feel like would just be, I don't know,
Yeah.
like dolls or whatever it could be.
Sex dolls.
I couldn't do that job because I would just make fun of everybody that bought it. Like I'd be like, "Who the fuck gonna buy this time?" Just like,
You'll be on the floor like
that looks like my Aunt Maylie. No, just kidding.
packing them all up and be like, why do they all look surprised?
Or like, you know, like those lifelike ones that like,
Yeah.
like lifelike vaginas or whatever. And it's like why?
That's
That'd be
gotta
awful.
It's like, wow, you get paid good money. Where do you work? I work in a factory. Yeah, but what do you produce?
I produce dildos and fleshlights.
Oh, I forgot about
Really
fleshlights.
now? Flashlights? No, it's different. Looks similar, but there's no light.
You make up some excuse like, oh, we make flashlights. Oh, okay, cool.
What kind? Duracell? What do you need to know this for?
Duracell? No, Durex. What? Yeah, Duracell.
It's like I couldn't do that. I just make fun of it. Like I would just pick jokes at it. It'd be like just everyone that goes down looks like my mom. That looks like my Aunt Millie.
Whoa, what? Looks like my mom. Looks like my Aunt Millie. Say Millie.
I mean, just make jokes about it.
Like, hey, can I like come check out your job and see what you do? Hell no. Well, I'm gonna come anyways.
I bet you will.
I bet you have already.
I mean,
what? Nothing.
And a great job that would also, in a sense, be awful is like being like an EMT or a firefighter. I mean, you see a lot of crap.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just think about like the weight that's on their shoulders. I mean, it's great that they're doing it. I'm glad there's people that want to do it. And I'd actually love to be a firefighter. A firefighter wants me to take the test. One of the firefighters here in Greenville wants me to take the test. But, like, it's just rough stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, so in a sense...
I want a bucket hat.
But, like, just think about it, though. It's like... Or somebody that makes wigs. I feel like that'd be awful.
Why?
The tedious amount of effort. Unless, like, okay, maybe if a machine does it, but, like, back in the day... Like, when they had to do that shit by hand and stuff.
I'm pretty sure a machine
What
does
about,
it now.
like, people that have to make, like, ridiculous Halloween costumes?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That looks my Uncle Georgie.
no, I don't know if you saw this at, your Halloween store, but I saw it at mine, and it was, like, it was a guy costume, but it was, like, a woman's costume on a guy kind of thing. And I think it was some kind of maid or something, and both of the boobs were, like, supposed to pour beer or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot exactly what it was.
I know what I'm going to be for next Halloween.
But, like,
Free beer, anybody?
like, ridiculous costume. Like, there's been a lot of ridiculous male costumes, especially. Like, just imagine making those. Like,
and you're just like, I wonder who's going to wear this shit.
like those giant penis outfits.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite one is the couple costume, and it's the plug-in, and then she's the outlet.
I've seen that one.
Oh, my gosh.
Just anything ridiculous like that. I imagine that'd just be either funny or just awful.
Yeah. See, with my sense of humor, though, I just find everything funny. It's like I work in the most perverted department in a store. I work in the meat department. You know how many jokes I can just make up on the fly right now?
Do you know how many jokes I throw at you every time?
Well, you ever slapped your meat in front of other people? Because I have. Oh, you never see any facial expression until you bring a piece of meat out, open it up, and just start slapping it. It sounds awful. Of course you've never seen it, but it happens more often than you think. We've got to try to have fun at work. So, like, people just bring it out and they'll just start rubbing it and be like, yeah, this is my meat. And they'll start slapping it.
Oh my God.
Of course I've never fucking seen that. I'm a customer. Like, I'm not gonna
it's like... and you're like... Dang.
I'm not gonna walk in there and be like, yeah, let me get a goodness, honey.
Let me get some slapperoni. It's like
slapperoni.
Instead of pepperoni, you want some slapperoni?
Let me get a 1.5 cut New York strip. Okay.
Oh.
Cut it. Does this seem about right? Yep, that's it. Okay.
It's like, you know how the doctors after a baby's born they slap their ass?
Yeah.
It's the same concept. It's like, does this look good enough? Looks fine.
Get fresh out of the pack. Oh, it's a male. Smacking.
It's like, do you want it slapped or stirred?
Slapped or stirred. Yeah, I want it slapped, and can I get that boneless?
Sorry, only bone in here, man. That's good.
Is it bone or is it technically cartilage?
Dodge a pussycat.
I can't speak right now. I'm laughing.
I just pull it out. It's like, I want a chocolate. All right.
God.
It's the clapper.
Clap on, clap off. The clapper.
But yeah, I mean, it happens more often than you think. Like, you'll go to, like, some other store, and it's like, the best part is, like, they think that you've never seen it before.
Your eyes just crossed. I'm not kidding. Right in the middle of this talk, and your eyes start crossing.
Like, it's like you go to another store, and they act like you've never seen it before, so they just, like, pull it out and start slapping at it, and you're like, dude, I could do it better.
It's like, we've been doing that for 5 years. I don't care.
It's like, who gets like to meet the best? Oh, I've seen some weird shit, though.
What's the weirdest thing you've ever experienced in the meat department?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, I really want to know.
I had a coworker that put two chucks together and then grabbed an eye and rammed them in between each other. I have witnessed this. It was all open, and all you hear is like, and you're like, and you walk around the corner, and then you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? And they're like, oh, I'm just beating my meat. And you're like, come on. It's like, dude, I get paid all day, every day to cut, slap, and beat my meat. I mean, especially like a porn star without the porn.
A porn star without the nudity.
Pretty much.
And there's more raw involved.
We always raw dog it.
Raw dog.
Hey, at least I wear gloves. I do wear plastic gloves.
Oh, okay.
And when you look at somebody and you're like, you put on your right glove and you're like, are you ready? And you're like, what? And you're just like, are you ready? And then they look at you like the weirdest face. You're like, ready for what? And you're like, to cut some meat, dude.
Cut some meat, man.
Oh,
yeah, that's probably the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Do your eyes, like, I don't know if you know this or not, but, like, whenever you get tired, do you know if your eyes start crossing?
Apparently they do.
Because, like, this whole time you've been talking, I've noticed your eyes start trailing off towards each other. Like, you'll just be talking, and, like, your right eye will start doing it first, and it'll be like, where's my left eye at? And your left eye will start looking for your right eye, and, like, eventually they meet in the middle, and, like, you try to pull them back apart. You're like, yeah, man, oh, yeah, oh, oh.
Maybe it's just because I just get so excited when I talk about my...
You're thinking
get
about...
so excited to get cross-eyed.
And, like, all right, and the greatest feeling ever, okay? Like, no shit. This is non-perverted. All right.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's try not to laugh, okay.
Okay, no, the greatest feeling ever. So it's so cold in the meat department, so your hands like freeze. So, and then you turn on hot water, and you have gloves on, and you rub your gloves in between the hot water. It's not even funny. But then, like, no shit, your whole body just warms up.
Yeah.
It gets numb as fuck, and you're like... You're like, oh my god. Like, I have a coworker that'll be like, hey Scott. I'm like, what? He'd be like, come over here and feel the water. I'll be like, what are you talking about? He's like, the water's great. And I'll be like, we ain't going swimming. He's like, you'll feel like swimming after this one.
Come on.
And I'll go over there and I'll be like, Jesus, dude, now I gotta pee. It's like,
the water is fine.
Come over here, the water's fine. No, but that's probably the weirdest thing is probably when he had an eye of round roast. Which an eye of round roast, if you don't know, it's literally like this long piece of roast that's round. I mean, it's kind of like a big ass hot dog. Like, no shit. I mean, I guess it's sort of shaped like a big ass hot dog. I mean, really. It doesn't look anything like one, but the shape's similar. Like, it's like if a football was flattened out a little bit further. You know what I'm saying?
So it's very phallic.
Sure, I don't know what that word means, but okay.
Are you serious?
Serious as a fucking heart attack.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, it's probably the weirdest experience I've ever had in the meat department.
That's interesting. What's the weirdest experience ever your whole time being there?
Well, I was walking in one day.
I like how you didn't even have to think about this.
I was a bagger. No, I didn't.
You
I remember this.
Knew.
And you know who had to clean it up, and I'll tell you after the podcast. So literally, I was a bagger at the time. I just started there, been there maybe a few months or whatever. And this other guy started working there too. I don't know if it's an old man or whatever, but he was just going down aisle 5 and straight just shitting. And that shit was just running down his leg all the way down aisle 5. And I was like, what? And then somebody's like, clean up on aisle 5. And it's like the generic thing. And then everybody looks at aisle 5 and we're like, what the fuck is that?
That's not a proper response to what just happened. Clean up on aisle 5, please. No.
And it's like, you just look and you're like, what is that? And somebody's like, I'm pretty sure somebody just shit down aisle 5. And somebody's like, you gonna clean it up, Scott? And I was like, the fuck? I was like, I ain't gonna clean up shit. And then they went and they forced the other guy to do it. And
I ain't gonna do shit.
I ain't gonna clean that shit.
I haven't heard you laugh like that.
I mean, literally, and like somebody just watched, and we were all kind of just had our heads tilted. Like, imagine you're at the aisles.
I can just imagine. Hold on. I can just imagine being in aisle 5, and you're walking, and you turn around and look, and it's like 20 employees at the store with their heads poked around the corner, just staring at your ass. Like, what's wrong?
And you're just straight shitting down on fire. It's like the motherfucker took a laxative before he came to Food City or something.
God.
That's probably the weirdest experience. That's happened. It was a long time ago. It was like 6 years ago or something like that. That's probably the weirdest experience. Or the time that we walked into the bathroom and somebody like slung shit all over the bathroom. I mean, all right. You remember the? Did y'all ever watch Daddy Daycare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's like your reaction. You're like, oh my God. I ain't cleaning it up. Somebody's like, Scott, you gonna clean it up? I was like, bitch, I'll go home. I was like, I ain't cleaning it up. I said, I ain't no fucking janitor.
Was it on the ceiling too?
And the worst part was they made the guy clean it as a punishment with a toothbrush. That was his
So
punishment.
the guy that actually did it?
No. It was a worker.
Oh,
He's being lazy that day, so I made him go in there and clean with a toothbrush.
that's
But
messed up.
They're like,
Savage.
somebody's like, Jesus Christ, what happened?
What do you mean? What happened?
It's like, what happened to the bathroom? And everybody's like, what are you talking about? And they're like, go check it out. And you go and you're like, oh my fuck. And there's just shit everywhere. Shit on the mirrors. Shit
Oh my
on. You're like,
God.
Jesus Christ. Did a cow explode in here or something? And then I've had to clean the women's bathroom before.
Just
when
walk
I
in
was
and be
younger.
like, good God, Dale.
That-
wait,
That's
what
not-
was the experience with that? I'm really curious.
It was not a great experience.
I've heard a lot
I don't
about-
know if it's.
I've heard women's bathrooms are worse than men's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, other than the fact that there was shit on the wall at one time. Yeah, for the most part, they're pretty clean.
Especially in high school for me.
But then you're like, when you see like tampons and shit everywhere, and what goes with tampons every fucking where, you walk back out and you're like, fuck that shit. I mean, I've seen all sorts of shit. I've seen like the dispenser rip off the wall and everything everywhere.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. Work in a public area, you see a lot of shit. But then it's like funny because they'll be like, they'll make a girl go clean it because like no guy will be like, fuck that shit, I ain't doing that.
Right.
And then like the most awkward experience is like when you knock on the ladies' bathroom, is like, and you have to say maintenance. You're like maintenance, and they're like, hello, and you're like,
And be like,
is there
you
someone in here? And they're like, no,
Like-
and you're like,
You don't have to say hello. It's just I'm just saying maintenance.
well, I mean, they gotta say something. You gotta be like, yo, or something. I mean, fuck.
However, instead of like you knock on the door, it's like maintenance. I'll be out in a second. Okay, but if you knock on the door like, yo, what? Hey! Like how weird of a response is that? Instead of like maintenance, no, you just knock and they hear some man's voice. Yo.
I mean, I've had some weird experiences. I've seen someone push a pallet, and it was just out of glass bottles, and all of them just fell on the floor and just shattered every fucking where. I've seen people hiding in the rafters from managers and shit. Like, I've seen some crazy shit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
You find some stupid shit. Like, you know, when people, like, I've always wanted to get in, like, Walmart or something and get in between, like, a thing of paper towels or something. Just bust out of it and yell, what year is it?
I used to do that when I was little in the clothes area. You know, like the circular.
And you'd
like,
get inside of them?
Yeah, you'd go inside and like you'd wait for people to pass and like you would jump out behind them and look at them and they would go to turn around and you just jump back in. They're like, I wonder what was that.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy ass shit.
Just be walking down aisle 5 in Walmart and see shit everywhere.
No, you gotta go to the grocery store for that.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so that was an experience.
That just sounds awful.
It's kind of humorous at the time too. It's like, do people really know they're doing this?
Right.
It's like, do you feel this coming out? Like,
Man, Delcalax ain't no joke.
it's like, or Dulcolax, something like that.
I
Delcalax.
literally just said it.
Um,
What was that?
I don't know. I got a lotion noise.
Yeah.
I do have I can sound like lotion. I'll show it to you after the podcast. I'm actually pretty sure I've done it on the
You
podcast.
have. Just go ahead.
It's a. Doesn't that sound like lotion? It's like.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I've seen some weird stuff. All right, awful jobs other than random ass jobs that you have to do at grocery stores.
No, you pretty much summed it up. Grocery store is the awful job.
No, it ain't that bad. Other than when weird shit happens. I mean, I see.
Okay, so you tell me like what's one of the most memorable things? I mean, obviously you'll remember someone shitting down aisle 5. Like, what's one of the craziest things? Like having to deal with a customer or something.
I've had customers come in and straight yell at me for no apparent reason and shit. And you'd be like, well, I had this customer that said, she was so mad, and I was like, she's just like mad as hell. I can't remember exactly what about. And she's like, I'll just go somewhere else. I said, fine, good riddance. I said, I don't need you. She goes, you don't need me. I was like, yeah, plenty of other people pay my paycheck.
Wow.
Saw her the next day.
The bitch came back the very next day. Oh, the bitch came back.
And I was like, did you not like the other place? That's what I asked her. I mean, I've done that. Now, the greatest thing ever is when you see somebody drop something and break it. All right, when you watch it happen, you go up and you're like, what happened? And they're like, I don't know, I was just walking by and this thing just fell off. It's like, I watched you do this. She's like, no, my hand didn't do nothing. Dude, you were putting something back, you accidentally knocked over the vinegar, it fell on the floor and broke. It's cool. I swear I didn't do it. Yeah, you did. It's on camera.
I literally just watched you. I don't give a shit.
And I did watch somebody punch some guy in the face by accident. On camera.
Accident?
Yeah, it was a big sale, and he was frustrated, and he was showing this. Somebody was like, "Where's this at?" And he's like, "It's over here," and just punches a dude in the mouth. And the old man was like, "I'm gonna kick your motherfucking ass." I was like, "Oh my god!" I watched it on camera.
4 minutes later, the old man got the shit kicked out of him, and he was shitting down aisle 5.
So we figured it out. No, just kidding.
We figured it out. There we go. We connected the dots.
No, like you see, you know them cups of fruit. Like I've seen so many people drop those things and just bust them in, and they're like, "I promise I didn't do it, dude. I just want you to do that shit." No, you didn't. You didn't see nothing. You didn't see nothing. It's like we caught them stealing or something. It's like they just accidentally hit it. I mean, when that hits the ground from how high it is, it's gonna bust. I mean, it's a miracle when it don't. And you're like, what the fuck? Or like when you see somebody, like I've seen people fall on the front and like liquor just flies out of their purses and stuff and like just breaks on the floor and just goes poof, so the whole front smells like liquor. I've seen somebody have milk in a bag and just drop that shit, and then you look at the customer and they look at you and you look at the customer, you're like, I didn't mean it. And they're like, give me another one. And you're like, oh god. I mean, you have like the most terrified face because you're like, am I gonna get yelled at or not? I mean, and then I mean there's milk every fucking where. No one cares if there's milk anywhere. You're just concerned if you get yelled at or not. It's like I mean, stupid shit. And then like when you catch somebody, like caught somebody putting ribeyes down their pants. I'm like, you open it up, you put a raw ribeye in your pants, genitalia area, and you're totally cool with it. And you're just gonna walk out. What? You just look at him, you're like, what the fuck?
What? How's their reaction?
And they look at you, you're like. Well, they do it like no one can see me, but like imagine like they're just looking around like is there anybody here? And they're just shoving shit in their pants, and it's fucking raw steaks, and you're like, what the fuck? It's like, did you just stick a fucking ribeye in your pants? It's like, no, then what's that? It's like, why are you looking? I ain't. There's a ribeye on the floor. How'd it get there? I don't know. And you're just in here, and then you walk away, and you're like, fine, fuck it. And you walk away, and they're just like, they pick it up, and you're just like, god dang, I'm gonna stick that shit in my pants. And he's like. You look at him, it's like, okay.
Oh, yeah. At this point, they're trying so damn hard, they should just have it.
I saw a motherfucker stick a live lobster in his pants. Like, what? We have this lobster tank at work. He just straight up just fucking opens it up, puts his hand in her grass lobsters, and shoves it. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, that is wrong at so many levels. I mean, that is just wrong.
Number one, he can't survive in there longer than 5 minutes. I'm serious.
Not even 5 minutes, dude. I mean, at the excitement that you're looking like you're having, like, 2 tops. And then it's like, there's something wrong. First of all, you're stealing. Second of all, it's a fucking lobster. And third of all, is that like your fetish or something?
A live lobster, may I add.
I mean, yeah, they have bands on their claws, but that shit doesn't exactly stay on. I mean,
Yeah.
how bright do you have to be for that? Like, I feel
I wonder what it'd be like if they were up front, like, paying for their other stuff, and, like, all of a sudden the pants just start moving.
I feel like I'd be like,
There's the one claw's in one pant leg, and the other claw's in the other pant leg, and the head's right in the middle, and it's all just moving.
and you just like, you're the bagger, and you're just like, what the fuck? Is there a part of your pants and we're not invited? What's going on over there? I mean, but just imagine this. So just somebody just looking around, is like, is anybody watching me? And this tank is right in front of the meat case, might I add. Like, I can look at it while I'm in a prepper.
Yeah, it's literally right in front of you.
And this dude's just like looking away side to side. He's like, I wonder if there's anybody there. He's like, I wonder if there's anybody watching me. He's like, lifts up this thing, puts his hand in there, fuck it, takes that lobster, shoves it in your pants, and you're just like, and in your head you're just thinking, should I stop him or tell him he can keep it? You know, it's like,
You want to see where it goes.
It's like, this might be his own punishment. I might not even have to call the cops. Like, he might just never do this again.
Right.
He might bring it back to me, and I'll be like, sorry, it's already steamed. But like, we can't take cooked lobster, sorry, man. We can cook it for you, but once you cook it, it's yours, man.
That's amazing.
It's like, do you just charge somebody for that? I mean, there's some weird shit that goes on in grocery stores. I've seen people like flip tags, like rip tags off, like right in front of you, and it's like, dude, this doesn't have a tag. Bitch, it's in your hand. It's like, no, it isn't. This ain't a tag. Shoves it in his pocket. It ain't a tag. It's my receipt. Pulls out the tag. And you're like, and then you tell your manager, and he's like, just don't do it again. And you're like, really, man? Really? And it's just stupid shit.
You tell your manager that you're trying to help protect his store, and he tells you not to do it again.
No, tells the guy. I mean, when you're standing right there.
Oh, okay, never mind.
He's like, yeah, just don't do it again, big guy. And you're like, really? Really? Bleep that out.
Dang it, that's 32 minutes, remember that.
And you're like, what the fuck? And they're like, yeah, I'm going to do it again. And they basically tell you, like, I'm going to do it again. I'm like, well, fuck. I can't stop you, apparently. And, like, we're not allowed to stop people anymore. Like, tackle them or anything. Like, we can be like, hey, who goes there? But you can't be like, you can be like, freeze! And see if it actually works. But you can't.
Hey, who goes there?
You can't tackle them or nothing anymore. So
What do you mean anymore? You used to be able to?
fuck yeah! If someone was making their way out, man, you can tackle their ass. It's like, bitch, you ain't fucking leaving. But now you can't do that shit anymore. You're just like, and then you walk outside and get their license plate, and then nothing happens. It's like, you know how hard it is, even with a license plate, to try to get the cops to arrest somebody like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking hard, and it takes like weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen some weird ass shit in the grocery store. I mean, I feel like Walmart or somewhere like that's probably like the same. Like they see some weird shit
I bet
too.
Walmart's 10 times worse, especially around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning.
Or around Christmas time and shit. Like,
Oh God,
Black Friday, people shooting people up in Walmart. It's like,
Black Friday last year. I'm gonna tell this story, and then we're gonna end the episode. But last year for Black Friday, I'm standing in line in the photography department at Walmart. I was getting a camera. It was a really good deal. And about 10 steps away from where I was, there was a big crate of Straight Talk phones. They were like $15, like the cheapest phones ever. And I'm not trying to like stereotype or generalize, but a majority of the individuals around these phones were Spanish. They were Mexican. And there was a little girl right in front of one of the gentlemen. And, you know, like each of the crates that they have stacked up, it has a time on it. And at a certain time, they open that crate and people can, you know, get in and get what they want and get out. Well, there's a bunch of people standing around this big crate. And this little girl standing right in the front. As soon as one of the workers come over and open the crate, this, I mean, he had to be 210 pounds, Spanish gentleman, jump on top of her, over top of the crate, breaks her nose and breaks 2 of her ribs. And the worker that was cutting it open didn't get the box knife out in time and ended up cutting like 3 people. And there was like blood all over the place. And they, like, the individuals standing around that were the older ones, the Spanish ones, ended up grabbing as many phones as possible and just running away. And I don't know if they got far, but that little girl had her nose broken, 2 ribs broken, because she had like a 210-pound man just fall right on top of her.
I mean, it's lucky you didn't kill her or anything, though.
Yeah, it's awful. Black Friday is just like, it's nice to be able to have it, to know that you can get such deals, but come on, like, haven't you heard of Amazon? You know, like, everything you can get at Walmart, you can get on Amazon. And they have Black Friday deals on...
Well, Cyber Monday is their big thing.
Well, yeah, Cyber Monday, which, you know... But anyways... Got anything else you want to talk about, Scott?
No, unless you got a question about where I work.
No, I don't think so. You got anything to say?
No.
No. No. No. No.
Well, alrighty then.
Welcome to Family Feud. Ba-da-ba.
Right.
Alright, well, we had a lot of fun. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. Subscribe if you want. Thank you all so much for watching. Ashlyn, thank you for being here again.
Thanks.
Thank
You're welcome. Scott?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Awesome. Awesome stories.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's some weird shit that goes on in some public workplaces.
We're going to have to talk about it some more sometime.
And if you really like this video, leave a comment on your weirdest story where you work.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear about it.
Especially if you work at a restaurant, I would love to hear stories about a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
There's actually a funny story about me in a restaurant, but we'll get into that in another episode.
Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all.
Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed our content.
Thank you. I already said that.
And Grady almost died. And
Indigestion. I'm sure you all needed to know that. But
got
thank you.
Tums.
Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to end the episode here.
We will see you in the next episode. See ya! What was that?
Good Lord.
Jesus Christ on Sunday morning.